Welcome to the City Show. I'm your host, Dr. Tom Krieger. On this week's show, we'll tell you about a Business to Business Expo and a trade show coming at Sinclair Community College, Courtsview. Robb White from Lebanon Public Library is here today to tell us about their big May weekend celebration of the space program. But getting us started is our old friend, Casey Burdick. Not that you're old, but you've been here many times before. And some of your friends, Mickey Marquis and Margaret Uckman from the Shade Tree Commission, who are here to talk about Arbor Day, which I just learned Arbor means tree, if you didn't know that. With some of the poster contest winners, some great kids, and we're going to be talking to them and looking at their artwork. Guys, welcome to the City Show. Casey, Lebanon's been always seen as trees as being an important part of the city's landscape. What does the city do to maintain a healthy tree stock?
So we do have a Shade Tree Commission here in Lebanon, and they're a very active group that try to advise the city on how we can best manage our urban trees, which are primarily trees between the street and the road or in our parks as well.
Okay. And Mickey and Harriet, why have you chosen to be part of this organization?
My husband and I took the Master Gardener course back in the 90s,
and
sense. We learned about some tree practices that I don't think Lebanon was completely up on everything, and I just wanted to make an influence. And now it's like way past what I ever thought it could be.
Wow.
We have a wonderful tree program here in Lebanon.
Well, fantastic.
Well, I joined the Shade Tree Commission because when I was really small, I can remember laying under a tree and just looking up and just seeing this beautiful tree. So when they invited me to join, I was very excited because I absolutely love trees.
Yeah.
I like any kind of tree. As long as it grows, I love them.
Yeah.
So I just love being in the Shade Tree Commission because of that.
Kids are in such a hurry. They don't take the time to just lay back and reflect and look at a tree leaf. And now we got the kids, and they're going to be doing their pictures with us. That's exciting. That alone. How many species of trees do we have in Lebanon? Do we have a bigger variety than most places?
Well, we do have a very nice variety, and we strive to continue to have a very nice variety. I know statewide there's over 125 tree species that grow native here.
Okay.
But yeah, we have a great diversity around town. We really try to keep that up so that if something comes along that does devastate one species, we're not kind of stuck out there without something else.
And what does the group do? What's the purpose and goal of the group?
We look at new species that we might introduce. We look at areas that might need new street trees to incorporate new and exciting trees. And we meet once a month, and one month we judge posters. That's our favorite month.
Okay. I bet that's a lot of fun. And the city also works to pass on the love of trees to the kids through Arbor Day Poster Contest. Can you tell me about the theme of this year's contest?
It was funny. Every year we have a list of maybe, 7 different titles. And this year we all looked at the same list and all said the same, trees grow with us at the same time. Everybody wanted this one, so it was a sure thing this year.
Wow. Well, that's fun.
Unanimous.
Snap on that one, right? Yeah. And which schools participated in the contest?
All of the schools.
Okay.
This year we don't have St. Francis.
Right.
Is that right?
So yeah.
They had schedule problems, but usually all of the schools, Lebanon Christian and Lebanon City.
And the age of the participation for the kids is?
3rd to 6th grade.
Okay, okay. Today we have some of the winners here to show us their artwork. Let's start with you right there. Can you tell us your name?
My name is Addison Ledgerwood.
Okay, and that is lovely. It looks like you depicted different seasons and times, because I see the people have different clothes on. Can you tell us anything about your picture?
As you said, it has the different seasons, and it has a kid, and then he's older, and then 2 more children.
Okay, so then that might be their kids, and that's a neat story. Yeah.
Their children.
And how about you, honey? What's your name?
Isabella.
Isabella. And you have 4 different components of your picture. Can you tell us what they mean? Can you start with the hand? Is that a seed?
Yeah, that's the seed and the start, and then
This one's the tree starting to grow, and that one's the tree in the fall when the leaves are starting to fall off, and that's when the tree's all grown up and big.
Wow, it's all different parts of life, right? That's a great. Did you come up with that yourself, or Mom and Dad helped you?
I came up with myself.
Wow, that's brilliant. Way to go. And I love yours because it has a rainbow, and I love rainbows. Why'd you pick a rainbow?
Well, I wake up really early, and in the wintertime we watch the sunrise, so
Yeah.
I just love the way the colors blend and how red goes to orange and orange into yellow.
Wow, that is neat. Yeah. And young lady back there, yours is really colorful too. Can you tell us your name and what your picture's about?
My name is Claire Callahan, and I made this like a fall theme, like
Okay.
springish, winterish theme.
Well, good job. And I notice you have lots of play stuff in there too. You got a swimming pool and a play set. So are trees fun for you? Is that why you incorporated that stuff? Yeah. Well, that is awesome. I love the colors. And young man, you're the only male in here, so you're kind of standing out. What's your name?
My name is Jacob Pott.
Jacob Pott. And Jacob, can you tell us about your picture? Is that the ocean back there or a lake?
So this is supposed to be the sky, but this is still the sky too. This is the little boy with his dog when he first planted the tree and it was starting to grow. And then it says 5 years later right here. And this is the boy when he grows up. And then this is him with the dog grown up and the tree. So the tree is bigger. And I thought I could put some decorative little things on it, so I just put this on instead of
Okay.
coloring it. And yeah.
Well, good job. I love the colors. And young lady, what is your name?
Katie Evie.
Okay, and you captured the theme there. It looks like the tree is growing into Trees Grow With Us. That's real clever. I like that. Can you tell us about your picture?
So I wanted to do a specific tree. So I picked the dogwood tree
Okay.
because I loved its flowers. So I wanted to make it more in the spring when it's flowering.
Wow. Well, good job, guys. Is this the first contest you've been in? Yeah?
Well, I have done a smaller competition at Fisher's, which my mom said I would never be able to win, but I
Yeah.
got in first place.
Well,
But I don't know if that counts.
Well, keep it up, guys. Yeah, and good work. So nice having you here today. I can see why having the kids as part of this is fun. You know, we were talking before about just how fun it is to just go outside and lay outside, look at trees. Do you guys do that now? Is that something? I mean, what about your phones and your iPods? Can you put them down and just go out there and just relax? Do kids still climb trees?
My dad built a tree house. So
Did he?
So usually we, on the weekends when we play at his house, we'll
Yeah.
go and eat our lunch up there and have a campfire outside.
Wow, how fun is that?
My grandpa built me a tree house at my house. So now, whenever we go outside, we can play in our tree house.
Yeah, how about swings? Do you guys have any swings on trees? Yeah?
I don't have a swing set or anything at my house.
Okay, well, they got some nice parks with lots of trees.
I do have a forest though. I go in there sometimes with my friends and stuff.
I'd take a forest over a couple of trees any day, right? That's pretty neat. Yeah, and what about our town with all the trees here? Do we have a great town, guys? Do you love it out here? Yeah. Do you have a favorite park that you like to go to in town?
Harmon Park.
Harmon Park, that's a nice park.
I kind of just like to go, I don't know, just everywhere. I kind of
Okay.
just like this town the way it is.
Okay, so you mentioned that's your favorite tree, right? What about you? What's your favorite tree? Do you have a favorite tree?
My favorite tree is a sycamore tree.
Sycamore tree. Okay, why do you like the sycamore tree?
I don't know. I just, I don't know.
Okay. Anybody else got a favorite tree?
I appreciate the oak tree because I like the pattern of the leaves.
Okay, and it's big and strong. What's your favorite tree, honey?
I like all trees. All trees are beautiful.
You like all trees. You're going to be a politician. I'm going to vote for you someday. That was a very good answer. Yeah. And
Persimmon.
Persimmons.
because you can make really good things out of persimmons.
Yeah. How about a tree that produces fruit? Do you have a tree that produces fruit that you like?
I have a raspberry bush in my backyard, which we go and pick the raspberries and wash them off and then eat them.
Okay. Well, that's got to be fun.
I like the apple tree the most
Okay.
because me and my dad always eat apples sometimes.
Well, you guys are great. So what do you win? What's the award?
Expressing yourself,
Yeah, this.
having bragging rights. We really
Yeah.
don't have a prize, but
Okay.
just to see the kids express themselves.
Yeah. Well,
I think.
this was a
Doesn't
prize.
that feel good?
This was a prize for me having you guys on the show. Yeah, and I hope we can do something else down the road for another category so we can see these guys come back with their artwork down the road. What other events are happening around Arbor Day?
So we will be celebrating Arbor Day officially at Bowman Primary School next Thursday,
Okay.
as well as the students will be also recognized at the City Council meeting on next Tuesday. So if you want to come support the kids, come down to council at 7. It's always fun to see
Wow.
all the young folks
Yeah,
at council.
That is neat. Thanks for the invite, Casey. Now we had some issues with the ash borer. I mean, so many trees just got, and we're still seeing trees fall down because of that. And the Asian longhorn beetle, are there any other invasive bugs that continue to threaten our trees, and what can we do about it?
I think the biggest ones people see impact from still around here is the emerald ash borer.
Okay.
Unfortunately, it has killed the majority of the ash trees
Yeah.
around town. There's still a few hanging around,
Okay.
but it's definitely very noticeable, and unfortunately, a lot of trees
Yeah.
died because of that. What we're starting to, move on from that. Asian longhorn beetle, luckily, is still only been found in Claremont County in Ohio, so people should keep a lookout for that. They primarily like maple trees,
Okay.
but they leave a great big hole in the tree, so almost the size of a dime.
What's it look like?
It's a rather large bug,
Yeah.
1.5 to 2 inches long, with very long antennae that are black and white striped,
Yeah.
and it's shiny black with little white speckles on its back. So if you see a really big beetle,
Yeah.
you might, try to take a picture of it, or if you can capture it.
Okay.
They're really poor flyers, so a lot of
Okay.
times you can catch them.
And then who do you call?
And then either call the
Bug
city or, there's actually a website called Beetle Busters
Okay,
where you
good.
can report it.
Who knew?
Department of Agriculture, your local extension office, just let somebody know that you found something.
Okay, that's awesome. If there's anyone out there interested in becoming a member of the Shade Tree Commission, how do they do that?
They can start coming to meetings. Right now we're actually full of members. We just
Okay.
filled our last vacancy.
Nice.
But people are welcome to come down. It's the first Wednesday of every month
Okay.
at 5 o'clock. We meet in the city building. So
Okay.
it's a public meeting, so anyone can come out and see what we're doing.
And I imagine you get outside quite a bit to look at the trees. You're not just always inside.
Right.
Yeah.
I think all the members are very active in the
Yeah.
community, trying to get out and look and make sure we're taking care of things.
Yeah. And what other ways are there that we can help with the parks in town and involvement?
So anybody who's around Earth Week, so the
Yeah.
very last week of the month, on April 27th, we're actually having a volunteer blitz meeting at Harmon Park
Okay.
and from 9 to noon. So if you're interested in coming and helping take care of our parks and giving us a little bit of your
Okay.
time, or if you have service hours you need, a lot of the high school students need service hours, we'd be happy to have the help.
Do you need a lot more help?
We could always have some
Yeah.
help, and when folks do give their time,
Yeah.
they're more likely to take pride in what we have
Okay.
here, because we have a lot of great parks here in
Yeah.
town.
And they always look clean. Is that because people are just so good, or because you're out there cleaning them up all the time?
We do have a lot of very conscious residents that
Yeah.
do a nice job of helping
Okay.
us pick up trash, but our service staff does a really good job of making sure they keep up with things too.
Okay. Hey, I want to congratulate the kids once again. Guys, thanks for being here. You did a great job. I look forward to seeing you down the road, maybe at the chamber meeting. Okay, and keep it up. Keep being involved with our town, because you're our future. Okay, is there anything else that we need to know about, Casey, before we break?
So Arbor Day is coming up. It's the
Okay.
last Friday of the month, so maybe consider planting a tree and getting outdoors. It's nice finally.
That is a good idea. Don't miss it. Arbor Day's coming up. Hey, we'll be back with Mike Stater from the Warren County Small Business Alliance right after this break.
Break your fast food habit at Kelly's Meats and Deli at 1001 West Main Street in Lebanon. Stop in for a quick lunch featuring made-to-order sandwiches, tasty sides, and mouth-watering daily specials. For dinner, Kelly's offers fresh-cut steaks, chops, and seafood, plus a variety of prepared dishes that only need to be reheated. You'll also find a large selection of high-quality wine and beer that can make any meal a special event. Kelly's Meats and Deli, open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, now open for dinner Saturdays 6 to 9 p.m. And remember, we cater too.
All across the country, people are coming together to speed up what we can learn about health. The All of Us Research Program is calling on 1 million people to join us as we try to change the future of health. For your family, for future generations, for all of us. Visit joinallofus.org and find out how you can become 1 in a million.
Have a shoulder problem? That's pretty common. The shoulder is a complex, 4 different joints, 28 different muscles, which requires a unique approach, which is what we do. Chiropractic adjustments to the joint, clinical massage to the tissue, and therapeutic exercise to help re-educate and strengthen that area. If you're looking for great care for a shoulder problem, call our office at 933-9799 to schedule your free assessment of your shoulder problem.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Hey, if your dream is to start your own business, then it's best to do as much homework as you can. Before you take that leap of faith, Mike Stater from the Warren County Small Business Alliance is here today to talk about how you can pack a lot of learning into one day at the Warren County Business to Business Expo and Trade Show. Welcome to the City Show. You've been here 5 times before, so this is no new time on the couch. But welcome back. This is my first time meeting you, so.
Well, don't be nervous.
I'll try not to.
I won't bite.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Explain the mission and purpose of the Small Business Alliance.
Well, the Small Business Alliance is actually a county-wide group of public and private partners that invest in our organization to allow us to operate.
Okay.
And that is anything from the city of Lebanon here to maybe Deerfield Township, to a First National Bank, to a lawyer's office, to an accounting firm. All those people that have some interest in helping businesses get started, because it will bounce back to them that those businesses might require their services in the future. So we kind of weed out the people that really could use those services and refer them out to the Alliance members.
Okay.
What I do is I'm actually the executive director of the Small Business Development Center. That's actually the hands-on unit that works one-on-one or 2-on-1 or 3, or whatever the size of the group is, and helps businesses start, grow, and sustain their business. That's the mission of what we do, to help people start, grow, and sustain their businesses as quickly as possible.
Okay.
So they can get, like we were talking, get funded, or find a place for their business, or hire workers, or if they're a stage 2 company, to grow to another location. Things like that.
Okay.
So there's the Alliance, which is the countywide group, and then what I do is which is part of the Alliance, is the SBDC, and we're more of the everyday hands-on outfit.
So sometimes do you direct the people to some of the other people if they're at a different point?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and depending on where those people, those clients reside or work in the county, is where I will direct them, say Waynesville, or Springboro. So they will be directed to those Alliance members in that part of the county.
Now, what is your background? I mean, you must have a pretty good business background to be able to help people in this capacity, because there's lots of things that come up.
I actually have some experience in owning a business.
Yeah.
Some good, some not so good.
Yeah.
But I have learned from the not so good experience, and I relate that to people that are coming up from the ground up, and I say, try this or think about this. You know, don't do what I did.
Yeah.
And so I try to relate what I've gone through to help other people. Yeah, I've had Fortune 500 experience all the way to a one-person consulting business. So from big to small. And I've been in this position with the Warren County SBDC since 2013.
Okay.
And we're based at the Warren County Career Center, about 4 miles from where we are. So they're very good at allowing us to use their facility and their staff and their technology to meet with our clients.
Okay. Now, is this just for startup businesses, or let's say you got started already and you realize, boy, there's probably still more I can learn? Is that something that's available for people who've been in business for a while to come in and pick your brain? And is there funding available as well for companies that are already out there?
Yes. Most people naturally think that we are in a position to help startup businesses, and that's the case.
That's what I thought.
Right, that your mind naturally goes to you're helping people get started. In fact, 50% of the clients that we work with, Dr. Tom, are 3 years and older, so they're less stage 2 client. People that may be looking, like I mentioned, to grow, to hire more people, to expand a line or something like that. So 50% of the companies that we work with are on their way to stage 2 or beyond. 25% of those clients are the about 1 year old. They're still in the incubation phase.
Okay.
And then the other 25% are the tire kickers.
Yeah.
Those are the people that just don't know what they don't know, and they need a lot of attention, and so we'll help them try to determine if this is the right point for them to move into entrepreneurship, or maybe it's not the right time. Maybe they need to refine their business plan or get more investors. So it's broken up into different areas. And as far as a stage 2 company, there certainly is money available.
Yeah. Wow.
From the county, from the state, from the feds, depending on what your business is and what your need is. So we would determine all of that and point you in the right direction to apply for that funding.
You sound like a business coach.
Well, I kind of look at myself as the county's business coach. One of the cool things about what we do, besides many things, is it's complimentary.
Yeah.
We don't charge.
That's my next question. What does this? Because having a business coach, that
can be expensive. It
Yeah.
can be. Right. We're not an Ernst & Young type of an outfit, although we try to do as much as we can on a government budget to provide that level of service. Sometimes it can be somewhat challenging, but we don't charge for our service. It's complimentary. We explain that to the clients that come in and meet with us, and it's also confidential.
Yeah.
We don't disclose any information unless the client really allows us to at a certain point of the session, that, okay, I need to meet with a banker, or I need to meet with someone in zoning in Lebanon.
Okay.
Then it's time for us to make that connection, and then they move on.
Wow.
So yeah, complimentary. It's the price is right.
You must be real busy.
I'm very busy.
Yeah.
We're actually in the middle of our fiscal year. Our fiscal year started October 1st. The last 2 months have been extremely busy, February and March. We're averaging about 17 clients per month.
Okay.
The last 2 months, we hit 25 clients. We're averaging about 38 hours per month in terms of session work. The last 2 months, we've been well over 50 hours. So all of a sudden, it is really bubbling up, and it's really starting to take off.
Is it just you, or do you have a team working with you?
I am the only full-time person.
Okay.
We have a part-time coach, advisor as well. So there's 1.5 of us working out of one office at the Career Center.
And is it all one-on-one, or do you have roundtable groups? Because it would seem like a lot of people are going to have the similar questions. Do you have things that come up on a monthly basis that people can come up on certain topics?
4 times a year, we have a class called Steps to Starting Your Own Business.
Okay.
That's once a quarter. We will offer this class at different parts of the county. The first class was in January at the Career Center. The next one is actually Thursday, this coming Thursday, April 18th in Springboro.
Okay.
We already have 12 people signed up for that. The next one will be right back here in Lebanon in July, and then the final one will be in Deerfield in October.
Okay.
And so clients, actually they're not even clients, they're people just trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
Those people will get a chance to hear from the SBDC, get to hear from a banker about how do I apply for money,
Yeah.
and then finally get to hear from an attorney as far as the proper steps, licensing permits that are required.
Wow.
All at no charge.
Oh, that's fantastic.
So it's about a 2.5-hour class that they can attend and take away a lot of information, and that's kind of the launching point that allows them to come in and start this planning process.
Wow.
And
What are some of the typical problems that new businesses face as far as their challenges?
Well, again, it depends on where the client is at in the stage of their
Okay.
of their launch or their growth.
Yeah.
But as far as a startup is concerned, I would say planning.
Okay.
There are planning tools and software available out there. Some are free, some cost money. So we will show them really the best way to put these plans together, either for free or for minimum investment. It really is all about the planning. It's all about forecasting. It's all about I call it manpower, marketing, and money.
Yeah.
It's all about knowing how many people you're going to need to make a widget and market the product.
Yeah.
It's all about manpower, marketing, and money. And that's probably 80% of it figured out right there.
So do you get other businesses that are support businesses coming alongside you and offering services too, like accountants, marketing groups, helping direct some of those folks? Because I imagine that would be good exposure for them too, and an opportunity for them to help people.
We sure do, and that's
Yeah.
the alliance part of the organization. That's the
Okay.
alliance. That's kind of.
I'm
the
a little
county
slow
one.
on the uptake now. It's all making sense to me,
No
Mike.
problem.
Thanks for your patience.
That's fine.
I didn't know
It's
that.
your first time.
Yeah.
That's the alliance part, and we do regularly have people inquiring about, can I join the alliance? And there is a charge. It's kind of a invitation-only chamber of commerce that we have formed, and actually it's the only body, it's the only organization of its kind in the state of Ohio that is this public-private partnership that actually works for a good cause, and yeah, those members will when
Members of the alliance.
Yes. So when I
Okay.
started in 2013, I want to say we had about 17 members.
Yeah.
Now we're up to somewhere between 30 to 35 members.
Okay. And you have your annual Business to Business Expo coming up. Is this the big event each year?
This is the big kahuna.
Okay.
It will be May 9th. It's Sinclair College in Mason.
Okay.
It's the general admission is $10 general admission. Veterans are no charge. We tried that last year, and it seemed to be very well accepted. So I think the very first person that registered this year was a veteran.
Nice.
No charge.
Yeah. Okay.
So it looks like we'll have a pretty good crowd, about 100 people, 110 people attend the 5-hour event. Starts at 9 o'clock, ends about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And we've got 6 classes that we have scheduled, anything from kind of business management, strategic planning. We have 2 classes in that module. We have 2 classes in the financial module, and then 2 classes in marketing. And for all that content, we'll have somewhere between 15 to 20. Right now I have 15 tabletop vendors already signed up. We'll have somewhere between 15 and 20 of those kind of solution providers. Someplace you can go to get an answer for a problem that you're working on for your business, a challenge that you have. Right.
Now your office is actually out of the Warren County Career Center?
We're out of the Warren County Career Center.
Okay.
And then at the end of that event, we're having the president and CEO of what's called Ready Cincinnati.
Okay.
And that is kind of the 30-county Kentucky, Indiana, Ohio. A big chunk of this geography is covered by Ready Cincinnati, which works with Jobs Ohio out of Columbus. And they're like the economic development arm. They go to different parts of the country or different parts of the world to represent not only Warren County but this region.
Yeah.
And so the president and CEO of Ready Cincinnati will be our speaker. It's a special event this year. We're celebrating women entrepreneurs. Why are we celebrating women entrepreneurs? Why not? No, there's actually a reason. About a third of businesses in the United States are women-owned businesses. In Ohio, about 48% are women-owned.
My goodness.
In Warren County, 52%
You go,
of
girls.
businesses
Yeah.
are women-owned. So I thought it's time to recognize the women-owned businesses, provide some content for them specifically that they might need, that they can overcome
Any
some
way
challenges.
of honoring the women? Is there any awards or anything as far as
Well,
special achievements?
Let's just get through this year, and we'll see what happens next
Yeah.
year. We're certainly. I think I have a pretty good program put together as far as the content to deliver to the women entrepreneurs. I don't know about awards. I know we'll have some SBA, Small Business Administration.
Who's the keynote speaker this year?
That will be Kim Louderback.
Okay.
Kim is the president and CEO of Ready Cincinnati.
Okay.
So all the speakers, one of the unique things that we've done about this particular year's program, all the speakers are female.
Nice.
First time we've ever had that. And so I thought that might be a good perspective for a woman sitting in the class, a woman attending the event, to know that maybe their point of view or their experiences might be related, might be pushed out from a woman's point of view. So
well done. And this is going to be May 9th?
May 9th.
At Sinclair?
Sinclair.
Yeah. That's right off of 71?
Right off
like
71,
across from Kings
exit
Island?
25, Kings Mills Road. And as I mentioned, it's $10 general admission. Veterans are free. You can register at eventbrite.com. Eventbrite.com. You can put a search in the field for whether it's Mason or Warren County, and this event will pop up.
And do you have to have a reservation, or can you just show up?
You can pay by credit card up until May 6th, I believe.
Yeah.
And after May 6th, you can still show up day of show, but it's cash only.
Okay.
We don't have the capability to accept credit cards at day of show at Sinclair.
Okay.
So,
It
but
doesn't sound like it's that expensive for all the things you're going to
It
learn.
is. It's an amazing output of information and networking opportunities for $10 and 4 hours of your time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
How many people can you accommodate?
We can accommodate up to probably 200 people.
Okay.
So we're it's very comfortable. We're well within fire code.
Okay. So the pre-reservations right now, or you still got some room for folks?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. Is there anything else that we need to know about this event or your wonderful organization?
About this event, please we encourage you to register early.
Yeah.
That will allow us to let our caterer know that we have a certain amount of people coming, so there's enough food and refreshments for everybody. There's enough materials for the speakers to pass out. So we certainly encourage people to register early, but we always know things happen. You can't decide till the last minute. People show up last minute, and that's okay too. That's okay
and
too.
if they miss the event and they want to just come down and pick your brain, because I know that's something I'm going to want to do. I'm going to want to
Yes,
come
sir.
down with my wife, because she's a business person also, and meet you and get some direction out there with her. Do they just pop into the Warren County Career Center? Where is your office there? Or is there contact information there, Mike, that you can give us?
Probably the best way to get in touch with me is through our website, www.warrencountysbdc.org. And our contact information is on that website. Walk-ins get a little tricky. We may be in a session with somebody else, so we understand that we've had a few walk-ins before, and it's a little challenging, but we prefer people make appointments. It's usually during business hours, like 9 to 5, Monday through Friday.
Wow, what a service! My goodness.
Yeah, we're very happy that we are in Warren County.
Yeah.
Warren County is the third fastest growing county in the state of Ohio, so it's a good place to be. Business growth here in Warren County is up almost 14% since 2011. Employment, along with that business, small business creation, is up about 24%. However, wage growth through small businesses is up 50% by the people that start small businesses.
Well, Mike, thanks for what you're doing. That's a wonderful service. I'm
love
glad
it.
I got to meet you. I'd encourage you, if you're a business person, reach out to Mike. Come to this event May 9th. You're going to learn a lot. Stay tuned. Robb White will be here to tell us about a huge event coming up to the Lebanon Library after this break.
Right now at Bob Pulte Chevrolet, save $12,000 on all remaining 2018 Silverados. That's right, $12,000 off. See for yourself at bobpulte.com. Just 20 minutes from Cincinnati or Dayton in Lebanon, Ohio. And you'll love the Pulte price.
Since 1954, Hardee's Interiors has been providing quality furnishings for homes in and around Lebanon, Ohio. Today, you'll still find quality antique and vintage furniture along with new made-in-America furniture of all styles. At Hardee's, you can create a mix of furniture and accessories that truly reflects your personality, all made to last a lifetime. Designers are welcome and so are you. Hardee's Interiors at 208.5 Wright Avenue or online at hardeesinteriors.com.
Hi there. You might wonder what a famous Hollywood celebrity like me is doing reading in the dark. Is this some new sort of Hollywood method acting? No, this is quite real.
Did you know that Americans use about 4 times as much energy per year as the global average? We waste energy left and right despite the fact that the dirty fossil fuels we use to power our energy sources wreak havoc on the natural world and destroys valuable wildlife habitats.
By reading with my solar-powered night vision goggles, I'm saving energy and looking sleek.
You don't have to sit in the dark like Ed Begley Jr. to save the world. Fight climate change by speaking up for cleaner, smarter energy, including rooftop solar.
Oh, that's way better. Oh.
Do your part and find out other world-saving tips at betterthaned.org.
Bob Pulte Chevrolet always gives you the best. Best price guaranteed. Best trade-in value. Best selection. Best financing on all new and pre-owned vehicles. See for yourself at bobpulte.com. And you'll love the Pulte price.
Hey, welcome back. You may not be aware of the connection that Lebanon Library has done with the U.S. Space Program, but we're going to talk about that. From May 9th through the 11th, much of downtown Lebanon will be taken over by a 3-day event brought to the town by the library that will give everyone an up-close look at the space program. Here to tell us what you can expect to see is Robb White, the Technology Center Director at the Lebanon Public Library. Robb, good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you.
We go way back, so
yep.
it's neat to have you sitting on the couch, and we were just laughing about how both of us keep reinventing each other, and you're doing some great things at the library.
Yep, thanks. Yeah, you took good care of my back and never had a problem since.
Well, how did you get a connection with NASA?
We started looking at the Apollo 11, the 50th anniversary.
Yeah.
And I thought it'd be kind of neat for us to do something since Mr. Armstrong was a resident here. And I saw this trailer out of the NASA Glenn Research Facility out of Cleveland. So I submitted a request for it, and they immediately called me back and said, we can't get it this year, but in about 1.5 years, would you like to have it for, but we can only get it in May because it's so booked up. It covers 6 states. Yeah. And I said, oh yeah, we'll take it. And it just snowballed from there.
Well, you gotta ask to get, right? Yeah.
That's right.
And how does the library use that connection to enhance the learning experiences at the library?
It falls right in with our goals at the library. We're trying to teach the STEM projects as far as like science and math and doing all the programs that we're doing. We have rocketry clubs and science clubs, robotics, and it kind of pulls everything together there. We have the resources there, and with bringing this together, the trailer, and NASA is bringing some STEM classes for the locals to try out, and we have an astronaut coming as well.
Now you mentioned STEM several times.
Right.
Is that an acronym? Does that stand for something? STEM?
Science, technology, engineering, and math.
Okay.
And it's kind of like a buzzword now, you know, and they're trying to teach it in all the schools and stuff, but we're just trying to encourage that future engineer from Lebanon. You know, we want to see maybe that first person to step on Mars, you know, because they say that the middle schoolers are going to be the generation to go to Mars. You know, once we go, you know, we're going back to the moon here in the next 5 years.
Wow.
So, and then the next leap is Mars.
I'm looking forward to teleporting. You know, I mean, think of all the problems that people have. Give the viewers an idea of how big this is going to be as far as understanding that you're going to be using the library property, but it's kind of like a big circus is coming to town, and get ready for this because this is going to be huge. So can you give us?
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We are using the library and the Historical Society, the museum, the convention center there, the conference center, the old post office. So we're utilizing all of these buildings, our main parking lot. And what we've done is we've divided it up to the Journey to Tomorrow trailer is a 53-foot trailer. It's going to have rocks back from the Apollo 17 mission. It has interactive kiosk, you know, educational type material in that. And then when you go into the library, the main library, Thursday and Friday and Saturday, we'll have the International Women's Air and Space Museum exhibits from there set up in the main library. Wow. And there's going to be, and on Thursday, the Drake Planetarium from Norwood High School. It's going to be up here from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And you can go inside that, and their story is going to be Back to the Moon.
Okay.
So it seats 40 people in there.
Okay.
And then the conference center, we're going to have documentaries about the Apollo 11. And
so the planetarium's set up somewhere else?
Yes, the planetarium will be in the museum.
Okay.
Actually in the green there, they call it.
Okay.
It's a 25 by 25 by 14 foot inflatable dome.
Yeah.
And seats 40 people.
Oh my.
And that'll be there Thursday only.
Okay.
Okay. And then on Friday, Dr. Don Thomas, who is a 4-time shuttle astronaut, will be there all day Friday. So he's going to spend the day with us. He's going to reach out and go to the junior high at 10 a.m., and that's for the students.
Okay.
But that evening at 5 p.m., we're going to have him in the old post office or the conference center, and he's going to talk about his adventure with the woodpecker. Okay. And if you don't know the story, one of his missions he was going to go on was grounded by a woodpecker that had poked holes in the external fuel tank for the shuttle.
Oh my goodness.
It would peck down through the insulation on the outside of the external fuel tank and hit the metal, then there was like 200-something holes.
Oh my. Yeah.
But he is such a great guy. He is, I got to meet him in December, and just a very charismatic and very intelligent, obviously, being an astronaut, you know.
That's so cool that they're going to the middle school, because at that age, you're just so full of wonder and open to getting excited about that. You don't have that teenage where you know it all.
Yep.
So I imagine that's going to flood. We're going to have a lot of people there. So tickets, is this something that is kind of expensive to, like the planetarium, for instance? You said that's just one day.
Oh no, everything, the event is free, open to the public.
Okay.
The only thing you'll have to do is get tickets for the astronaut talk on Friday night. Just go to the LebanonLibrary.org, our website, and register on there. Just click on the days and you'll see description of the events, and then you can register for the astronaut, but the rest just come. Each day it's going to be 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. We're on government time, so NASA, 9 to 5.
Yeah.
They're bringing down STEM projects for people.
So 5 is 1,700 hours.
Yes.
All right, government time.
Yep.
All right, Roger that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. But it's just going to be a fun event. It's going to be a really fun event. We sent out invitations to all the school districts. I've sent out press releases to the local newspapers, and it's going to be a really fun event.
Well
it
done.
really is.
Yeah. Can you tell us more about some of the STEM activities for the kids?
Yeah, what we're doing is we're looking at, like, I was on the library has a show now, and we have a rocketry club. You know, we're teaching mathematics, we're teaching computer programming. We're doing a project now that we're building a large rocket, and we're going to program a Raspberry Pi, which is a small computer, and we're going to program it to determine velocity and barometric pressure, stuff it down in the model rocket and shoot it up, you know. And then we'll do triangulation and teach the kids how to, you know, do some math and estimate heights from, you know, mathematical equations and stuff.
Okay.
We have 3D printers. We teach the kids how to do, and adults. We have more adults in the Rocket Club than we do teens and kids. With the 3D printers, we teach the CAD in the CAD programs, the computer-aided design, and so we teach them, and then we 3D print them.
Now we're from the same generation.
Yes.
So were you one of those kids that actually had a rocket? That
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
That was so cool.
I had tons of rockets.
Yeah, because
as a
I
kid.
see the enthusiasm as you talk about this. And,
yeah, this goes way back to launching rockets on Monroe Drive down in you know where the baseball field is now. Then
Rob, you stop that! You're going to start a fire.
Yep. But you know, it's really fun. It's really safe. We're fully insured, you know, and we're actually a sanctioned club through the National Association of Rocketry.
Wow.
So, but then we have coding for girls classes that we just finished up. We have science club. We're doing Lego robotics. You know, we're trying to tie all this stuff in.
That's neat.
And this event is not only going to be is the beginning of something that we're going to partner with NASA now, and they're going to kind of use us as guinea pigs to try out all these new STEM classes, and they're looking at the middle school kids.
Yeah.
So this is going to be the beginning of something great.
Now, as far as the, there's going to be an exhibit in the library also about Ohio women in air and space.
Yes.
Can you tell me about that?
Ohio is rich in the space industry and aviation and stuff. And I learned, I never realized that there was the International Air and Women's Space Museum in Cleveland.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty fantastic. So we're gonna highlight 100 of Ohio's greatest aviators and astronauts.
Wow.
And so we're going to pick up that display and bring it down and have it for the week.
And this is going to be all in 3 days.
All in 3 days.
Yeah,
it's going to be action-packed.
Yeah, my goodness. How many people are you expecting to flood our town?
Honestly, I'm not really sure. You know, we've never really done an event like this. We've talked to the city and kind of give them a heads up. We have, you know, obviously we have police, we have security there. You know, some of the memorabilia. Neil Armstrong, the museum is going to display some of the Neil Armstrong memorabilia that he donated to them. And yeah, it's we're not really sure.
Yeah.
We've had 1,800 already confirmed students coming.
Yeah.
And we broke them up and split them up to groups so we can actually manage them. And we have people that are volunteering to help, and it's just fantastic. We've had the civic groups, the Lebanon Optimists, the Kiwanis, the Rotary, the Lebanon Eagles have chipped in donations to help offset the cost, and just a great
so neat to
town
see
effort.
everybody come together.
Yes, it is.
For something to be just a big success.
Yep.
Now you mentioned Dr. Don Thomas, the NASA astronaut. Can you tell us a little bit more about his accomplishments? And
he is a native of Ohio.
Okay.
You know, grew up a Neil Armstrong fan.
Okay.
So he's coming here basically for next to nothing.
Yeah.
You know, some of the astronauts, their speaking fees between $10,000 and $100,000.
Oh my goodness.
He's basically coming for free.
Okay.
You know, there's a little air travel that we have to pay for and stuff, but nothing. But he is a 4-time mission specialist on the Discovery and Challenger shuttles.
Okay.
And he teaches physics at a college now.
Okay.
And just a fantastic guy. I mean, he is just very, very intelligent, down to earth, and we're really excited about having him.
And what's the topic of his discussion? What's he going to be talking about?
He'll be talking about his, for the kids,
Yeah.
now he's talking about working and living in space.
Okay.
You know, some of the challenges and, you know, and some of the issues that come with that as far as, like, you know, how it degrades your body and certain impacts on your body and stuff, and adapting to space and stuff. And then that Friday night he's going to be talking about his shuttle mission with the woodpecker and those types of things. Yeah.
And his talk is going to be how long?
It'll be about 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, about 40 minutes, and then we'll have lots of questions and answer.
That you need tickets for, though.
Yes. Yeah. Friday at 5 p.m. You
Okay.
need to get a ticket for it, and it's free. Just go on our website and pick those up.
Yeah.
But through the day Friday, stop by and see him. We'll have a table. He's going to have his books available. You can sign and just meet him, get your picture taken with him, and just a great, great influence.
And how in the world is the library going to make all this happen? I mean, that's just. How long have you been planning this thing?
About a year and a half, 18 months, 2 years. Yep. And you know what? We have a great director, Julie McClellan,
she is
and
wonderful.
she is, her theory is, dream it, do it.
Yeah.
And our board of directors is fantastic. They're very forward thinking, so that enables us to do things like this.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a very unique library. If you haven't been there, even before this event or after the event, go down there and check it out. I mean, all the things that you're doing, and the park next to the library. I mean, it's just.
It's very beautiful.
It really is. It's fantastic.
We have people come. We just had Sydney High School come down and take a look at our technology center.
Yeah.
How it's laid out, how we're doing our STEM classes, how we're doing the ACT prep classes and everything, and they were very excited about seeing how the operation was running and stuff, because it's great that we have the Carnegie part of the 100-year-old library upstairs, and then you go to the technology center in the basement. We have 3D printing, and we're printing out items that we download from NASA, like tools and ratchets.
Wow.
And 3D print them at the library, so it's pretty cool.
Well done. And it all started with you just simply asking.
Yep.
So and there's something for you. Just, if you're ever thinking about something, make sure you ask. Don't assume it's not going to happen. Because Rob, this all started with him asking. So get down to this event. It's going to be huge, May 9th to May 11th. Shake hands with somebody who's been in outer space. How do you say no to that? Yeah.
4 times. I know.
Rob, thanks for telling us about that.
Thank you.
Hey, stay tuned. We'll be back with the community calendar right after this break.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
There's a lot of fear in coming back to school. I'm a 40-year-old man that walked in there to get his high school diploma. It was very hard for me, but one of the teachers was Miss Araceli. She gave me direction. Every single time I had a question, she'll put down whatever she's doing and she'll sit there with you until you get it. 50% of getting your high school diploma is walking through those doors. The other 50% is doing the work.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Did you hear about the pony with a sore throat? He was a little horse. Can I tell you a cat joke? Just kidding. Why couldn't the Why was the basketball court all wet? Why? Because the players kept dribbling all over it. Where do cats go on vacation? New York.
They call me Prince like I'm royalty or something. But the places I've lived ain't no palaces. So I don't need grilled salmon or a new scratching post. Just give me a cardboard box and a can of tuna and we're good. You can even change my name. I'm cool being the kitty formerly known as Prince.
Staring contest!
You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Now it's time for the community calendar. The Warren County Senior Citizens Club will hold their May potluck luncheon at Lebanon American Legion Hall on Monday, May 7th at 620 North Broadway, across the street from the Warren County Fairgrounds. Just bring a side dish or dessert. You can enjoy a free meal with new and old friends, along with games and prizes and a short business meeting. Ohio certified volunteer naturalist Janet Lastly will present a program on wild edibles on Saturday, May 11th at Miller Ecological Park starting at 10 a.m. Take a hike and learn how to safely identify and gather wild edibles in your natural habitat. Also learn how to prepare and preserve those wild foods, including teas, spices, baked, sauteed, and raw. There will be a few samples to try before and after the hike. The Harmon Museum will present a Meet the Author event Thursday, April 25th at 7 p.m. Meet Carol Tonneson, author of The Postcard Mysteries, to discuss her latest work, See No Evil. Carol will also talk about her travels, inspiration, and writing process. This event is free and open to the public. Get more information at wchsmuseum.org. On Saturday, May 4th, take a walk around Fort Ancient with archaeologists starting at 2 p.m. This outdoor hike offers an in-depth educational overview of the history of Fort Ancient and the people who came to ceremony, worship, and live in this area. For more information and to register for this hike, go online to www.fortancient.org. Also on May 11th, Main Street Lebanon will hold another Girls' Night Out just in time to do your last-minute Mother's Day shopping. VIP bags sales begin at 4 p.m. at the Golden Lamb Gazebo, and then you can shop till you drop or until 9 p.m., whichever comes first. There will be plenty of special sales and unique treats in the shops for you to enjoy. Find out more at www.mainstreetlebanon.org. Speaking of Mother's Day, Caesars Creek State Park will offer Mother's Day hikes starting at Flat Fork Picnic Area at 10 a.m. The first leg is a 3-mile hike through the Caesar Creek Gorge and back. Then you'll take another 3-mile hike to the Swinging Bridge and back. The hike is free and open to the public. Find out more at CaesarCreekStatePark.com. Well, that'll do it for this week. We'll be back May 7th when we'll talk about the Lebanon Theater productions of She Loves Me, the next Girls' Night Out, and the job fair for Lebanon bus drivers. All that and more on the next City Show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then. Enjoy the spring. It's beautiful in Lebanon.